Check it out. This dough from the go. If you ain't stacking, then you probably starving.
Only for the Real Radio is the Supreme Podcast, July 11th. And thank you, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and I appreciate that shit. I got Stack of Starve approved. Dough from the motherfucking go.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure to have bro here tonight. Like, for everybody out there that's wondering why I see a Stack of Starve, because you done heard that shit a million times. If you listen to any Chicago artist over the past like
7,
man, bro, I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, all my favorite, look, we'll have that Stack of Starve DJ, Stack or Star. This is Dough from the go.
Yeah.
And it ain't like my first time hearing you, and then my nigga King Dion, shout out to bro. He was like, man, Dough from the go, man, hit me up. And I was in a bad place in my life at that time.
Word.
So I'm just instantly like, ain't nobody hitting this nigga up. I ain't heard of. You know what I'm saying? Can't be on shit. Woo. Months later, shout out to my nigga Ray Illa. He was wearing all this shit that said bag language. This is before you had dropped the car. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is bag language? That's my man shit. And Illa, he the type of nigga where if you don't have no knowledge on it, he not gonna waste his time trying to explain it to you. That's ills. Like, he just keep that shit real simple. So everything I've acquired about knowledge about Dough from the Go been from other sources, small different little things. Man, you follow me on IG. And then I go to, I'm like, this the Stack of Starve nigga? You been following me on Twitter. I'm like, damn, this the nigga that do it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
And from just like, again, I get these little corny ass backstories and try to make it seem like how we got here today. I actually spent Dough from the Go. In January, we was supposed to link up or some shit. I'm like, bro, we ain't gonna be able to make it that day. I had to think about, like, man, I'm trying to get more people of substance on my damn show. How fuck do I spend Dough from the Go?
Absolutely.
Ever since I linked with you,
it's all good.
I get Def Jam exclusives. I get all types of things. I'm like, no, I'm spending the wrong nigga.
Yeah. Well, you know, I never take it personal because I'm one of those guys. I'm a very busy man. So, you know, I got to understand. And then we have real man shit going on.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you a man, I don't care what breed of life. Like, we all wake up every day with some type of form of pressure, some type of responsibility. You know, whether it's a child, whether it's, you know, marriage, whether it's a gig, something. You know what I mean? So I got to be mindful of that. And, you know, not treat it in a selfish way. So that's why I appreciate all the energy, you know, that I'm amongst. You know what I'm saying?
Now, before we even started here, I appreciate even being able to spend time and, you know,
blessings. Thanks for having me, man.
Nigga like, you know what I'm saying? Your character. Because, again, when I try to interview a motherfucker, it ain't that I just see other motherfuckers cloud chasing you and, oh, man, Dough from the Go. Like, I actually take a course in education of the person that's sitting down. So I'm looking at, this nigga Dough, like, real life heavy. And for a nigga to be that heavy, it's like I interview a lot of people, and sometimes they the most heaviest be the quietest niggas, and you know they don't ever got the you know I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I saw everything you doing before I ever knew who you was. I've been in rooms with you before I never knew. I'm like, man, who the fuck is the white? Everybody showing this love. Why ain't showing this? The nigga who I am? It's an honor, bro. Like real talk.
Appreciate
it.
It's
an honor. It's an honor. Pleasure's all mine. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Vice versa.
That's what I remember.
Word.
You don't fancy yourself like a tastemaker or nothing like that, but you got your hand in a lot of different pots. How do you move in such a, you know, a stealth pace? How's that?
Just being motivated. You know, I've had the chance to meet, you know, some of my bigger peers. You know, I was able to meet Russell Simmons before. I met Diddy. I've met people who have just a way bigger amount of pressure in life, and those men are blessed. Those are some blessed men, man. And they've changed a lot of lives, and they've molded the culture. And, you know, I'm just a student of the game, so I just figure it out, you know, based on, you know, how much your hustle is. You know, you got to really put in a lot of work, you know what I mean? So I've been putting in work forever, man. I'm still going. You know, I'm just passionate about just helping those who want to help themselves. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it takes a lot of isolation, and it takes a lot of vision, you know, to be able to move and shake in a fast pace. That's why I'm never like still. You know what I mean? I gotta move like that. You know what I'm saying? And make shit happen as I move. You know what I mean? And that's my formula.
Now I told you when I try to get up with somebody, I don't want to have no corny ass like, so when you from the east side, did you grow up at, you went to Millionaire? I ain't that type of nigga, but I want to learn as much as I can.
For sure.
I sit down with him.
Yeah.
So the Money Mantra, I heard you on. Shout out to Visual. He out there doing a podcast. You can check him out on Apple.
My boy.
I fuck with bro for a long time. I've never met him personally, but I know his work. You know, shit, only for the real, we got what we do here.
Absolutely.
But when I listened to that, you was like I learned so much about it. Like, nigga, you said you done fucked up the bag. You came back, you in the crib, sleeping on the carpet, wrapping up in that.
Real shit, man.
And you come out with a brand, and it's bag language.
Yeah.
Bag language. A nigga that had lost it. In the words of Bum J, I got on, I fell off, but I'm on again.
Yeah. The truth. Yeah, real hustlers can relate, man. And that's why I ran with that. Because you know it's everything's bag language. I don't care if you the dealer, if you the stock market holder. You know, it's all bag language at the end of the day. You know, we all talking about that bread, or always talking about a transaction with money. And, you know, just keep you on your toes. You know what I mean? It's all about, you know, just getting the dollar.
Do you take pride in the fact that your brands are so... Like, a nigga don't gotta know your name, DoughFromDaGo, but a nigga gon' know Stack Star. A nigga gon' know bag language. You in posh stores. You ain't in the... Nigga trying to sell it out the gas station. Like, you are on a level that a lot of people from where we from can't just instantly think of. Do that make you... It gotta bring some type of satisfaction to know that.
Yeah, I think I was, with Stack Star, I felt good with that brand as far as the level of success, because you know, during the drill movement, you know, we had most of our success in that movement because we were able to break so many artists. And you know Stack Star was the first brand, you know, that really put the mixtapes in the streets and really broke a lot of artists. You know what I mean? So you know, I was satisfied with that. You know what I mean? That it caught on. And that we were able to, you know, move like a unit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was able to you know, start careers of a lot of the younger DJs. And now I'm doing it again, you know, with these new brands that I'm putting out, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we're just going to keep the legacies alive, you know what I mean?
It's Stack Star. There's you speaking like you resting.
No. It's what it is it's moving on its own. It's operating as a because it's already a system. Okay. Meaning, you know, we 82 DJs deep. You know, I got some of my premier DJs here in the city. I got DJ Mile High, DJ Commando, so many DJs, you know what I mean, that's part of the brand. I guess so many of them that I can name. But everybody's making their moves here in the city, you know what I'm saying? And their careers are expanding from mix show to the club, you know what I mean? And they're doing their thing. The website's been up for almost 10 years now, StackerStarDVD.com. We're bringing back the DVDs real soon. You know, mix shows. I got something. I'm talking to a real big, you know, station right now to do the mix shows, and that's gonna do what it do. But as far as these other brands, I'm kind of focusing on just to you know, be a new separate entity, and you know, I'm the founder of that, and you know, I'm proud of what that did. You know what I mean? But you know, we always gonna rep it, and it's always alive. But you know, we're moving.
Like having something so big and being able to move to something else, dude, is it kind of like, I know it got to be some, like, bro, Stack Star is huge. Nigga, I'm so caught up in that genre of drill that, like, some of my favorite music come from that era. That I can't not hear something say Stack or 100%.
The drop.
Stack Star.
Yeah. We just got 5 new young DJs, man. It's like it's one of those brands where even if you were a kid and you grew up on it, like a lot of our younger DJs, it's a blessing that they are part of it. They really excited, and I give them a chance to have the platform and run around and do their thing. So it just feels good, man, that, you know, I'm able to, you know, kick off some careers, you know what I mean, still with the brand to this day, you know what I mean? And that's a Chicago brand. And, you know, I'm proud of what we were able to do with it, you know what I mean? But now it's time to, you know, bring some new brands to the forefront. And with Bag Language, I want to be one of the premier clothing lines, you know, from the city. I want to throw some of the dopest parties from a lifestyle standpoint. And I want to do it very exclusively. You know, I'm not really fond of everybody running around in Bag Language merch. I want to kind of have this like a limited edition type thing. It's kind of like Billionaire's Boy Club, where, you know, everybody ain't wearing it, but you're going to see them certain niggas wearing it, and you're going to know it's that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I take pride in keeping this shit limited. That's why I'm not doing, like, you know, massive amounts of these. So I might do 24 of those, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, you know, 3 years down the line, you see what I'm saying? And that's what's important as to why I'm doing what I'm doing with this. And we're gonna take our time, man. I plan to have a store, Bag Language store, in the next year or two. And we're gonna do our thing for Chicago, man. And you know, like I said, I could have been one of those guys who ran off in the industry and never look back. But, you know, I stay one foot in with the city, man, because I got to see a lot of my peers and a lot of the artists that I really love do their thing. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here.
My nigga, it's only 24 hours in a day. You fucking with the DJs. You in with all of you. Def Jam, my nigga. Good music. How the fuck do you find time to work so many hustles?
I got a weird ass schedule, man. It's kind of shout out my assistant Peaches, man, because she be keeping me on my toes with my scheduling and stuff. I definitely make sure I get between 6-7 hours of sleep. The other 17 hours, I just pretty much chop and divide it up. I try to take all my meetings in the first 2 days of the week. So Monday, Tuesdays, I like to push all my meetings in them 2 days. And then I like to be creative on one of the days. Creative meaning, you know, come up with different designs for the clothing. You know, I'm A&R'ing a very special and dope album called Mineral Water. I've been working on that for like 3-4 years. And then everything else is just dedicated to my clients and the brands that I work with. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like just, you know, put that all in the week. And, you know, sprinkle a little travel in there. And, you know, just do my...
Sprinkle a little travel.
Sprinkle a little
you know, a nigga got to live life. You know, you got to do a couple little things. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's how I roll, man. I just hustle the best way I can. You know what I mean?
You sound like Dame Dash and this the other hustlers.
I put some, you know, get the exercise, you know, make sure I juice right. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was just finna get on your ass about the mineral water, because when I was finna link with you 7 months ago, it seemed like it was about to drop. You had all these videos. You promoted that. You promoted the fuck out
man.
of it. Is this the Carter 5 or some shit?
It is, man. This is like the Chicago detox. This shit is like, no, I'm serious, man. I literally scrapped the album like 7 times, like, because this album is gonna be like one of the biggest projects since College Dropout, man. This is gonna be a big album. And the thing about it is, it's going to be nothing but Chicago artists, Chicago producers, Chicago DJs, Chicago musicians. Everything about it is Chicago. Very soulful album. Top to bottom, man, you're going to love it. Like, it's going to be no skip. And that's my thing, man. I've been doing so many records and getting so many opinions and just making sure I'm doing the right thing. So, you know, I'm hard on myself. You know, I might take 1 song off, 2 songs off, add 3 songs, add another artist, add more concepts. I just been working on it for like the last 4 years, man.
No,
but
I know you ain't lying, because my nigga Ray Ella, he mentioned this to me in 2015. Like, yeah, DoughFromDaGo got this mineral water shit. You know, like, again, he one of the people. If you don't know what he talking about, he gonna keep it simple. Just say that. He's like, bro, what you? You gonna hear about it when they come, man. Well, you like, bro, what the fuck you mean?
Yeah, man, it's a big process. Because you know, I'm dealing with a lot from the budgeting. You know, the sample clearances. I'm dealing with, you know, marketing rollouts. I'm dealing with a lot of things. Like, people don't understand. Like, if you're really going to put a release out, you got to really do it the right way. You know, niggas is just uploading the project and they just saying it's out. You know what I mean? Me, with this project, this project is going to have a documentary. It's going to have a mini movie that I'm shooting with Jamez. It's going to have, like, different elements, like a live band show. Meaning, you know, when we're going to dress up, it's going to be tasteful. People are going to come out and they're going to see every artist perform these records with a live band.
Like a dinner show type of thing?
Yeah, like some unplugged shit. Okay. Like, I plan to do different things to market it. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be special. It's not just going to be some shit that dropped, man. Like, this shit's going to be special. I want it to go down in history. So, and I'm a student of the game, like I said. So I've been just kind of like paying attention to how things were in the 90s. And I want to bring that vibe back. You know what I mean?
That 90s shit vibe coming back.
Yeah. So I got a lot of special things coming, man. I finally got the single. The single's gonna be dropping. It's called Same 24. Shout out to my man Kentrell. Shout out to ASO. You know, those some dope Chicago artists, man. I got a really big single that's gonna carry the album, man. So we're gonna do it. It's gonna be special, man. Mineral Water coming soon. Y'all can check out the trailers on YouTube. We got like 20 trailers showing the process and the making of the project. And I'm gonna drop probably like 10 more trailers just to kind of like walk you into like why the project was delayed, and you know what I mean. I gotta give the viewers the ups and downs of the process. You know what I'm saying? You can also to catch up, you can visit mineralwaterh2o.com and you can just catch up on the blog as far as the making of it and you know what's going on with it.
Now you in a lot of circles where niggas dream they could actually sit down and be in some of the rooms like. I always try to pose my questions for other niggas out there that's listening and they may want to ask this for me, nigga. How do you maneuver and keep your you able to keep these secrets that you in these forums and sharing this space, but you also able to make the connections and make it benefit towards you, make it beneficial for you to even deal with these people. Bro. You that nigga like Lois the Keys. But hockey, like it's known, like you don't hold your tongue about who you work with and all the rest of it. How are you able to, you know what I'm saying, move within these circles and not like kind of get big headed or? I
just kind of learned to humble myself, and I learned, power is a very real word as far as moving up the ladder in the business. The powers that be really control certain things. I never kissed ass in the industry, and that's probably one of my best qualities. You know what I mean? I don't kiss ass. Even when Def Jam hired me, I told the first day they hired me, man, I told them off top, I don't kiss ass. And when they hung up with me, I was like, I don't know how that went, but they called me back 5 minutes.
Kissed a little ass.
Look, they called me back 5 minutes later, like, you hired. So maybe that was good that I kind of like put my dick on the table, like. But you know what I'm saying. But I had to say that. I had to say that to them to let them know, I'm gonna get the job done, but I'm not gonna run around here and kiss nobody's ass to get it done. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna make shit happen, but I'm not gonna be, could you please play this record for the label? I'm not gonna run around like that because my integrity. I've had my respect in the streets of Chicago for years. Like I've never wronged 90% of, they say you can't please everybody.
You can't.
So there's gonna be a ratio of people running around here with bad things, but the majority of the city, I've put a lot of work in for, and I'm able to move like that through the city because I've definitely kept it 100 with many people and have shown them love, and I've catapulted those careers. So I'll move like that, man. I just move with the Lord, and I love my city. You know what I mean? No matter what they say about my city, man, I'm here. I love my city. I love everybody in the city. And I feel like it's important to be one of those people that make sure that we as a unit, get on. Because I've been in other markets. I've ran around in L.A., I've ran around New York, Atlanta. I've saw their structures and saw how they do things. And I just know what our city needs. You know what I'm saying? I know what it needs as far as the infrastructures, as far as the bigger budgets and bigger platforms. So I have to be one of those guys to make sure that we get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a 100 ass shit.
Absolutely.
You could actually make it for yourself in LA and that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I never been one of those guys to just run off and just turn and never look back. Like I always, even when I went and lived other places, I always kept coming home, bro. I always kept coming home because I just love my city. You know what I'm saying?
Like you were saying about the Stack of Stars, y'all really took off. You catapulted yourself to a whole nother whole nother stratosphere during the drill era. And like, I hate to say it, but since it's like, because the drill ain't dead, it's just different variations of it. But the Chicago drill, for what I know, for what I love, is dead. That era is dead.
Yeah.
And Chicago is struggling, in my opinion, to find a new identity afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's people like you that's going to be, the how can I say this? The pallbearers.
Absolutely.
the pallbearers of the drill, but the ushers in of the new movement. Who around the city do you take notice to on the new side, on the music? Because your opinion, like, really definitely matters.
That's new. That's like new off the porch.
Like off the porch.
Man, a lot of people, man. I don't want to leave nobody's name out, but just to give a few names, on the female side, Queen Key. I love her movement. She has something special. Obviously, the kids can identify with her. Valet, been rocking with my man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Valet. I like what Bandland ZZ's doing. There's so many artists, from the hip hop standpoint, like Joel Quintez, you know what I'm saying? Backwood Jones, Ray Illa, of course. You know what I mean? Ty Money, Black the Don, on the trap shit, Bold King, Young TT, real trap niggas. I rock with the city, you know what I'm saying? And everybody who has the consistency of really showing that they have that red work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Even the underdogs, my man Mubu Bubble.
Shout out Buzz.
Yeah. It's so many people, who I know are special and who have a shot. You know what I'm saying? Weasel Sims from out west. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's coming. You know what I mean? Like, and I know this. I'm in these sessions. I go to these studio sessions. I get the records first. You know what I mean? I know the quality. I know what they have. And this is why I say, I have to make sure that these artists get on, which I will. You know what I'm saying?
of course, again, not to go back to where I started in the beginning, but this is what I wanted to do. I want to have a podcast where some niggas it's a lot of people out here, and we get so focused on the rappers. We get so focused on it's niggas behind the rappers that's actually making these moves.
It's the truth.
And I said this in the beginning. Everybody who I know that's focused on their artistry, on their brand, and their building, they say your name. They say they say Brianna Swank.
That's my sister.
They say certain names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important that a nigga sit here and try to soak up as much game as possible.
Yeah.
So when you're working with artists and you're working with brands around the city, how do you differentiate who's serious and who not? How you be like, I don't want to
based on their vision, you know what I'm saying? Also shout out my artist Chet. His name Chester now. But,
my baby, he went hard. I just seen that shit on YouTube this morning.
That's my artist.
That's my artist. Went hard.
Yeah, and that's
going to think
but that's the new sauce. Like we came to the agreement that we're gonna make it over. We're gonna show that you've grown up. Every time you step on every time they see him, he gonna have a fly suit on. Our city needs that lane, and I want him to fill that void. But going back to say that, he had a vision for himself. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want to do this shit on some debonair shit. I want to be fly. I want to have these suits. I want to still do my thing, you know what I mean, and rap the way I rap, and people remember me for how they remember me. But I want to come with another lane and do it in a innovative type of way. Now, the answer to what you were saying is basically I can have a conversation with an artist and can just tell if they bullshit or not. You know what I mean? I've gained that spiritual.
Spidey sense.
Yeah, I can sense. I can just have a conversation with you, and I can just tell. I want to say it so bad, like you might as well just go work a job. I want to tell certain people that so bad, and then there's certain people, who really have the fire and who really have the passion and who really want this. You know what I mean? And those are the people who are gonna have longevity, as long as they don't give up. You know what I mean? It's gonna work. This music shit gonna work for those who never give up. You know what I'm saying? If you give up, it's over for you. You know what I mean? There should be no periods where you're unsure about it. And then you get back on and then you get off. And you got to really ride this shit out. You know what I mean? You have to be 1,000% believed in yourself, first and foremost. Because in order for me to believe in a person, I need to see you believing in your own self anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rocking. I can't rock. Because my time, it can't be wasted. You know what I mean?
So how you, motherfuckers be... Because I find it funny... Because of the way people, try to get into with me, they'll see me work for the motherfucker. Like, hey, bro, I've been following your shit forever. How do you weed out the bullshit ass niggas that seem like they go see you in the morning and I might post a picture I was with DoughFromDaGo last night. Oh, no, G, I've been watching you forever, bro. Oh, I want to work with you.
Yeah, there's so many people who try to reach out, but unfortunately, I can't get to everybody. So I have interns and I have an assistant and I have business partners and people, who I pretty much want them to just, handle those arguments and weave out the bullshit before I take on a meeting because I don't really have time to just be taking meetings. You know what I mean?
It's just funny to me because the niggas be nonchalantly saying don't waste my time, nigga, because I don't have.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. I've put in a lot of work. Like I said, I've been doing this music shit since 2002, and I mean 16 years of just straight sacrifice. You know what I mean? No 9 to 5, just really going hard with the music shit. You know what I mean? It started off, I had an internship with Suge at Death Row. Damn. And I was 22. I went out there and was fucking with Suge. And this was that was towards the end of the era of Death Row.
You was still with Suge, though. I ain't never known Suge to be broke. He was always balling.
Yeah, I ran around with him. I was a young nigga, so, he took me up on his wing. I was just an intern, so I was kind of in their labs. I got to work with Johnny J. This is when I was doing my beats and engineering and shit. And so I got to just soak a lot of game while I was out there, you know what I mean, and just learn. And then I came back to Chicago, and from there, I got my experience, my first little experience. And then from there, I just kind of built my relationships in the city. And I had a studio in Cal City. And that studio, literally, man, the whole city used to come out to my crib. Everybody, you know what I mean, from Twister, Bump J. So many people used to come and record in my closet, you know what I mean. And that's how I started building my name, my relationships. Because I used to call myself John Doe back then, you know what I'm saying? But then I changed it from DoughFromDaGo because, it was another nigga from the city, who had the name, and I didn't want the discrepancy of them thinking he was me or I was him. Yeah. So it can only be one Dope from the Go. You know what I mean? So I was like, period. So I'm like, I'm going to run with that name. And it got a ring to it. You know what I mean? So around 2005, I just changed the name up. You know what I mean? Made it Dope from the Go. And then just started building my relationships from there in the city. And then after that, you know what I mean? That's when that was the birth of the Stack of Star movement, man. Like I did the first mixtape. It was like 50 songs on that motherfucker. We had everybody on there. And then, from there, I just started building the movement. And the brand just took off. Like a lot of the rappers just started saying it. It was like they're saying. Everybody was running around saying Stack of Stars.
Cause how could it not shit?
Yeah,
I'm stacking or starving.
Yeah, stacking or starving, and then our first looks started coming from from our DJs. Like we had Grab Victorious. We put him in the game. We did our first mixtapes with Vic and Twin. And we just started, like, taking these artists. We took Louis first. He was, like, our first experiment. Louis was our first mixtape experiment. We did his first 4 projects. And, we put that big-ass stamp on the cover. And then, we just made it all work. I actually produced Man Up, Band Up, the first Man Up, Band Up. Like, if you go back and listen to Man Up, Band Up, the first Man Up, Band Up, that was my beat. I did that. And then Low Key did Man Up, Band Up, the remix. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And in the remix, he'd be like, Stack of Starve cracking hard. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, from there, the movement just got to popping. And, we just started dropping tape after tape. Here come Keith shit, here come Dirk shit. We dropping E-Day shit.
Like everybody.
Yeah, you starting to see the stamp on every motherfucking thing moving.
Nigga, the shirts was there where you went somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was an event that was like somebody had, you always saw that stamp at 100% Stack of
Stars. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, that was the history for the city, man. And, I feel good to have been a part of those careers and those movements. And, again, we're going to do it all over again. You know what I mean? It's like just like the new becoming, a new era. You know what I mean? We're just doing it on another level.
But, nigga, you've been here for a lot of eras, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my mind. Like, bro, that shit, I ain't know that much about you. Like,
yeah, man.
You don't put this information out there. You got so much shit that, like, you ain't a new artist.
That's why it's important. They're going to come listen to this and, get some more of that. Yeah.
Damn, this nigga say from bumping them to keeping them, now like, Do you feel like it's something gonna be as strong as the Bump J's and the Chief Keefs that could come out of what we got?
Yeah, yes. There's always good energy from our city. That's one thing I like about Chicago. It's diverse. You know what I mean? The fact that we have a chance, and then we have, we got that range. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes our city so diverse. I think that right now we're just missing like the corporate structures. Like, there's nothing that you can't drive downtown and go really take meetings with tastemakers and shit like that. Once we get that, and we get that embedded in our city, and then we get these bigger budgets to help these artists, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna take the shit over.
I had a lot of people of importance that say that, like, you can't take meetings that ain't these bills. But shit, you got niggas like y'all.
Yeah. Y'all, which is true. I mean, I'm the type of nigga. Yeah, I'm the type of nigga, man. Like, they'll tell you, man. I done took meetings with niggas on a block, in the project hallways, on a yacht. I take a meeting with a nigga wherever. I done took meetings with niggas at Aldi. Like, I'm the type of nigga. I'm a 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pull up. I pull up on niggas, man. No matter, because some niggas like to do it in their comfort zone, which I fuck with. You know what I mean? And I'll pull up. You know what I mean? Or they'll come see me. You know what I mean? So however they gotta go. We gonna have the conversation.
Business gonna get handled.
It's gonna get handled.
I ain't uncomfortable nowhere.
No, I'll go wherever, man. I'll go where. That's the difference with me, man. Like, a lot of people who be running around, whatever, they can't move how I move, bro.
Nah, they putting up everywhere, shit.
They can't.
Meet me on the main street, bro.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be wanting to meet in Gold Coast and all that. These niggas is clowns, bro.
I think a lot of this shit, though, real talk. And I hate that I had this like, I want to say it's a misconception, but this is what for the years I've been doing this shit, this is what I've learned. If a nigga be screaming Chicago and then you see their video and they always shoot them downtown, them niggas ain't from Chicago. Nah. I saw the release video you had, the bag language at Iridium. Is there any other stores and shit we can call bag language, or we can get it online? Or just
you can get it online. What we're doing right now is we're reshaping the website. It's going to launch, the real website for it is going to launch September 1st, because I have season 3 ready. Season 3 is the new line for the year, because we're doing by season. So season 1, season 2, season 3. Season 3 is ready. Actually, to view season 3, you can go on Instagram, and that's at Bag Language Clothing. Check out season 3. You can also pre-order through DMs, but shopbaglanguage.com, it relaunches on September 1st. We're going to do our annual pop-up shop again in August. The location I haven't chosen yet, but it's going to be live. Free food, drinks, DJs, of course. A lot of entertainment. We're going to throw a big party that night. Just we're going to give the people something special.
Oh, my baby. I didn't know you had it like seasons like that, so it's like you... Like on some designer shit this last season, so
season 1, season 2, season 3,
and like you were saying, the chances of me bumping into a nigga with a hat like
now, everybody's not gonna, you ain't gonna, and I like it like that. I want to feel like it's kind of membership only type shit, or you got it in an intimate way. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like I want to protect the brand. I never want it to be. I don't want to make it a brand that's just oversaturated and we're taking our time. We patient. We've seen the patience in brands from the city like Leaders and Fashion Geek. We've seen those brands really ride it out and not try to just jump out there and just be what I'm saying. And we understand diligence. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be diligent and we're gonna rat it out, man. It's gonna be special.
You definitely are. Like for you to have such access to so many different people, you are very protective over the way your brands are. Bro. Like the only rapper I've ever seen like rock your shit, and it's Ray Illa. Like I'm damn. It gotta be something because no disrespect to my nigga Ills, but bro is like a super asshole. Yeah, ain't like a super like.
That's why we get along.
Yeah, he the super. And that's what he tell me. Like, bro, I get along with you because you an asshole. You not the asshole the type way. I'm like, bro, I'm not really an asshole.
That's my brother, man.
Bro, like a super asshole.
That's my brother.
And if he on to something, he keep it like, man, nigga, you can't get on this because this is so exclusive. You're not invited to this club. Ooh. Yeah. So I'm like, man, this bag language shit. Either it's super small, but this shit's super exclusive. Like, I never knew this for sure. And bro was rocking this shit years ago, man. Yeah. I got photo shoots of this, man. When I watched the video, I saw all these ads, all these pictures and shit with bro. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you really, like, don't let people fuck with your shit, bro.
Yeah. Because I just understand just to kind of keep it a little exclusive. And that's what it's called, Bag Language Limited. You know what I mean? So, we're going to keep it limited.
Damn. Yeah. Even with the mineral water shit, like you had YP on there. Yeah, y'all. Everybody say Backwoods Jones. I have to say YP. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You keep it. Is there any like qualifications to getting in the? If I'm just hot now.
Well, see, the mineral water, it kind of embodies soulfulness. It embodies real hip hop lyricism, and it's not like we don't. That movement, we don't glorify killing people. We don't glorify. It's either going to be partying, political shit, real rap, you know what I mean, some flamboyant luxury shit. Like, it's a lot of different elements with the mineral water. So if I meet an artist, man, and I feel like he carries any of that, I'm going to go in the lab with him and we're going to try to see what we can bang out. You know what I'm saying?
You a 100-ass nigga, bro. You say, so, like, mostly what I'm coming from with this whole interview is that if people don't embody what you feel as a lifestyle thing, it ain't just, all right, you call that rapping, but you don't fit the other 4 parameters in which I see fit into the way I want to brand.
Yeah, it's a standard thing. It's a standard. And I mean, at the end of the day, I still respect, what the shorties is doing, because I come from that, and I embrace it. But what I'm doing with mineral water, as far as the movement and the music, that's gonna be something that when people hear that name, they gonna know what the music sound like off top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I would, bro, real talk. This shit, man. This. Every week I always try to say this. I get better and better. Better and better.
Absolutely.
And and I'd be surprised that some of the people I'm able to sit down and have these conversations with, because I don't ever feel like I'm doing too much of shit. Like, I'm not on anything too heavy. I'm just trying to live my dreams.
Yeah.
And when you sit down with motherfuckers and you see how serious they take it, and they're like, man, it make you reevaluate yourself, not in always a bad way, but like, damn, I gotta be doing something right, because a nigga that take himself this serious wouldn't be sitting there wasting his time with a nigga if I didn't take myself.
Absolutely. You know, I rock with the platform and the brand, and it's important that I come embrace the platforms from the city, man, because we have to all keep each other up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure. I definitely want to big myself up.
Absolutely.
Bag language, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah. We're gonna support, man, and we're gonna make sure that everybody know what's up with Only for the Real.
It's a lot of the motherfuckers you work with. That's how I knew who DoughFromDaGo was. Hey, man, you don't know DoughFrom. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, but I do now, and you should too, man. So dope. It's been a pleasure having you slide through. Hopefully, whenever you got something you want to chop it up with.
No, man, I'm gonna be back. Like I said,
right here on
I got these projects dropping, man. I'm gonna be back to talk about them. I got
yeah, homie. You sent boo boo.
Yeah, I'm bringing artists through, bro. We gonna come through, bro. Like we gonna do a serious run and come through. So be looking for us, man. Like we gonna do the whole run. It's gonna happen. It's coming.